Okay, today I'm going to talk about a problem in game dev. So showing that something is selectable. So there are a couple different ways to do this. So I've got a game here that a friend and I are working on, and this teddy bear is selectable. So one of the things you can do is you can change the sprite. And if you have a similar sprite, it might work pretty well. But we're using a game engine called Flame, and Flame has this really great ability to create effects. So what we can do instead is that we can find our teddy bear named Teddy. And what we're doing here is whenever you hover, we are setting up a sprite. And whenever you exit the hover, we are replacing the sprite back to the original sprite. So this works, but I think we could do something a little bit different. So I'm going to remove those overrides. And what we're going to do is in objects here, I am going to create a new mixin. And this mixin is going to be called isSelectable.dart. And what we're going to do is define our mixin is selectable. We are going to implement those hover callbacks from Flame, our game engine. And then this also needs access to has game reference. I think we want this one. There we go. So what we're going to do is those methods that we got rid of, we are going to add them here. So we don't necessarily care about is hovered, but we want on hover enter, and we want on hover exit. So what we can do is define an effect, essentially. So we'll say final fx equals color effect. We're going to give it a color. I just want pure white. So let's do should be good. And then we want to provide a controller for this. So I'm going to add an effect controller. And this effect controller is going to have a duration of 1.0. So that's seconds. I'm going to set it to alternate and then set it to infinite. So it will continue to do its effect as long as we're hovering in our case. We want the opacity 2 to be 0.6. We don't want this to fully replace it. We just want it to visually replace a piece of it. So we have our color. We need to import material here in this case. So we have a white color. And okay, this looks pretty good. I'm going to add a comma here for formatting. And then what we can do is when we enter our hover, we can say set to start. And what this will do is if for whatever reason it's not set to the beginning, this will set it to the beginning. And then we just want to add fx. Now when we hover exit, what we can do here is fx.reset. And then we can remove fx. Let's go back here to our Teddy class and let's add our mixin. It's super easy to do. We're already using the hover callbacks mixin, so we just want is selectable. Okay, let's give this a reload. And now our teddy bear is pulsing. And if we pull away from it, it will stop pulsing. That's pretty good. I am on a phone, this would be fine, but I am on a desktop computer and something seems off. So let's fix that too. So let's go back to our is selectable. And what we can do here is we can leverage game .mouse cursor. And the reason we have access to that game is we're using the has game reference mixin. So game.mouse cursor is equal to system mouse cursors dot I think click is the one we want, and whenever we exit we just want to set this to game.mouse cursor equals system mouse cursors basic. So now you can see, it might be kind of hard to see on video, but there is a small pointer cursor while we're hovered, and now it's a little more obvious that we can talk to Teddy.